Well, good morning and welcome to the IATM Christmas Extravaganza live from Covent Garden from the London Transport Museum in the heart of London. And this morning we're celebrating the resilience and the creativity of our group of museums over the Christmas season after a pretty grim year. And we're joined this morning by colleagues from the Swiss Transport Museum in Lucerne, the Finnish Postal Museum in Tampere, and two postal museums, communication museums in Germany, in Nuremberg and in Frankfurt. So great to have them along on the show. And our MC, our Master of Ceremonies for today is Alex Grunden, star of the museum's Hidden London series. Alex, it's just great to have you along this morning.
It's so nice to be here at a museum that I spent so much of my childhood being at. It's beautiful and you're going to love it too. Let's get this party started with a singing trio that is the Papini Sisters.
C is for the Christmas cards and bright lights down London Lane. H is for the hats on children demanding more candy cane. R is for a rough bus conductor giving its own bits. There's a lot of red rouge master buses on baubles and lids. I is for the ice cold mugs and then S for socks all round. T is for the tube trains hanging from trees all over town. N is for a pocket purse and then there's A for Harry Beck. And the scarf gets S for snuggling round your neck. C-H-R-I-S-T-M-A-S, it's Christmas. Put on your London transport stars and sing. C-H-R-I-S-T-M-A-S, we're together again. And you'll still be wearing your tube socks when it turns spring. Dong, ding, 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 dong. Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, darlings!
I love the Papini Sisters and we're going to hear more from them a little bit later on. Now, we're in the shop here at the London Transport Museum. I love the shop, and even when I don't go in the museum, I still come to the shop. Queen of shops is Laura Mullins, and I'm delighted to say she joins us today. This is looking so Christmassy, so Londony, so fabby.
Yeah.
I bet you must be so proud of the
I'm
shop.
really pleased with this year. We actually spent a bit of money on decorations, kind of celebrating hopefully being open for a bit longer than we were last year, which was just 10 weeks. So, you know, so upsetting to close just before Christmas as well. But yeah, we take an awful lot of money in the shop. In the lead up to Christmas, in Covent Garden takes around 35% of its sales, and online, even I said 45% of its sales. So yeah, it's a really, really important time for us.
And you hinted at it. It has been a very, and everybody, you watching, you all know that this has been a really tough time for museums and retail because of lockdown, because of COVID. It never seemed to end.
Yeah.
You've survived, and that is a great thing. It's looking gorgeous. It's looking so incredibly festive, but it's looking so incredibly London as well. It's a motif for the capital.
Definitely. I think we're so lucky here at London Transport Museum because we have all of those amazing kind of iconic imagery and all of those assets, the roundel, the tube map, all those posters. There's the route master bus and pocket. There is just so much we can use. So yeah, I'm a very lucky person. My job is made easy by what we have to do.
Now come along with me because we have some truly lovely products, and I love the fact that there's an amazing TV channel that we get over here. It's called QVC, and I love the fact that our Queen of Shops is going to do a little QVC moment for us because this is Christmas on a glass table, isn't it? Really, we have some delightful bits and bobs. Talk us through what there is.
Indeed. So we've got the Christmas knitwear that I'm wearing now, and we've got jumpers and scarves, hats, and one of the amazing things about this is it's part recycled polyester and cotton, so that's a really lovely story. And we're trying to be more sustainable, and we've got a big project we're working on at the moment on that. Then we've got some fair trade lines, which I really love, and this year I think this is the first year we've introduced those, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. So and and selling like hotcakes. Lovely London gloss, and then of course we've got the Hidden London book, which is not fair trade, but a fabulous gift, £25, and it's just sold well for the last couple of years, and it's just full of amazing imagery that has never been seen before.
And it's interesting because this is a bit like a family business, isn't the London Transport Museum? Because the reason the museum has got me is because of Hidden London and a YouTube series called the Hidden London Hangouts. The man holding the camera is Chris Nix, who's one of the directors of the museum, who's also one of the presenters of the Hidden London Hangouts. And everything about this museum is about friends, family, and togetherness, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really, really friendly. It's a lovely place to work. And, I think people stay, they just, everyone helps each other and supports other elements of the museum and the commercial sides of the museum as well. We did a Hidden London Hangout, just recorded that just a couple of days ago. Lovely retail product. It's great.
And these baubles and things, it's Christmas just around the corner. We've got the scarves, we've got the hats, but also these sorts of things. And I was telling this on the Hidden London Hangout the other day, that there is a glass tube train that's in a very, very expensive shop in London that is an awful lot of money. These are a fraction of the cost, and I think they're even cuter. They're actually knitted in Peru, aren't they?
They are fair trade, a wonderful company we work with called Just Trade. And they're made in Peru, and they really are helping the ladies and the men that work on these. It's a really amazing, inspiring project that the team here are based in Lucerne, in East London, but they work in Ecuador, Peru. It's been going for many, many years, but it's obviously it's really difficult. They were hit very hard with COVID as well, because this supplier, for instance, selling a lot to museums and galleries, and then they just closed. So it's really great that these are selling really well, and we're just keeping on ordering. People can't make them fast enough.
It's gorgeous. While we're up here, just very quickly, we also have on this upper floor of the shop, we have all the posters and all the artwork, and art is such an important part of London Transport and the Tube, isn't it?
Definitely, like I was saying earlier, we are so lucky. We have over 5,000 posters that we can make to order. On my website, so you can choose the size. Lots of museums do this, but I think the strength of our collections is the size and just amazing imagery. So all from 1920 up to present day. And we sell some of the best sellers obviously in the museum, but the rest can be ordered online.
I love it. Pause for a moment, because we need to go to Lucerne, to the Swiss Transport Museum, and you're going to see a very, very dishy man called Simon explain just how beautiful he can look with snow on his head. It's going to look great. Have a look at this.
Hi, welcome to Lucerne. Welcome to the Swiss Museum of Transport. For the next few minutes, I will be taking you on a bit of a trip throughout our Christmas programme this year. And I will also be showing you some of our guests' favourite gift ideas for the upcoming holiday season. And with that we'll start, and we'll head over to our museum gift shop. Let's go! Normally, this is where people's visits end. But for some unsuspecting people, this is where it actually begins, because vouchers or annual membership are very, very popular gift ideas, often combined with some of our signature merchandise. Or something more sweet, for a time of the year in which most people's annual diet goals meet their unreached fate. And of course it wouldn't be Switzerland if chocolate didn't have somewhat of a place in our gift-giving culture. Our maître chocolatier actually creates fresh chocolate here every single day, but chocolate is more than just a gift. During Christmas it becomes an experience. Kids can actually create their own teddy bears here, chocolate teddy bears, pouring the melted chocolate into the forms, decorating it, taking it home, and often combined with another part of our Christmas programme, for example a visit to the planetarium for the Christmas story. And for that, let's head right over there. Be it for religious or cultural reasons, or simply to get into the Christmas spirit, the 360-degree biblical story of Christmas is like an animated children's book, narrated by one of Switzerland's most popular storytellers. It's a favourite not only for kids with the parents or grandparents, but entire school classes do it as part of the pre-holiday Christmas programme. But our planetarium is also capable of creating fantastic moods, perfect for concerts or events of all sorts. And as part of this year's Christmas programme, we'll be having a children's concert with a famous Swiss-German singer. But in case Swiss-German Christmas music for kids is not your favourite genre out there, we've got you covered. Fans of classical music will enjoy Richard Wagner on our planetarium screen. Wagner actually lived in Lucerne for several years, and his famous music, together with his lesser-known writings, make way for a poetic journey through time and space in his audiovisual experience. Fans of classical music have even more to find in our Christmas programme, and for that, let's head over right to our film theatre. Let's go! With The Nutcracker from Moscow's famous Bolshoi Theatre, or Cinderella, live from the Metropolitan Opera in New York, two classical Christmas stories find their way onto Switzerland's biggest cinema screen. Other classics, traditionally enjoyed during the holiday season, are also part of this year's Christmas programme. Both love and Christmas are all around us, with the romantic comedy Love Actually. Because why only have one love story if you can have 10 of them at the same time, progressing simultaneously?
Hello. Lovely to see you all.
Lovely.
Lovely, yes.
Or travel to the magical land of Oz in one of the most successful movies of all time and help Dorothy and her companions on her magical journey. And with brains, hearts and courage all at hand, we are not only ready for Christmas, but for New Year's Eve as well, and for the year 2022. The Berlin Philharmoniker will be performing their annual New Year's Eve concert not only in the German capital, but it will be broadcasted live here on the film theatre screen as well. And what would New Year's Eve be without one of the most successful short films of all times? Dinner for One. Enjoyed in many parts of the world by now, this is a fixed part of many people's programme. About Miss Sophie's 90th birthday and her guests who have all long gone. And that's why, same procedure as last year, Miss Sophie?
The same procedure as every year, James.
The same procedure as every year, James.
So, these have been some of the highlights of this year's Christmas programme here at the Swiss Museum of Transport in wonderful, beautiful Lucerne. Christmas is all about traditions that rarely change, but it's still important for us to try new things, new formats, new offers every year, and doing so has sort of become a tradition in itself. And with that, and a nice hot mug of mulled wine, we here at the Swiss Museum of Transport wish you all happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a wonderful, successful start into the new year. Cheers.
Simon, we love you, and I need to know where you get your hair cut, all right? Because I need mine cutting too. I'm back with Laura, Queen of Shops, and it says here in my notes that I've got to get excited about trains, as if I need any encouragement to get excited about trains.
Yeah, so welcome
Where
to
do we
the
start?
London Transport
Where do we
Museum
start?
toy trains. I think first of all we've got to go with the City of London train set, haven't we?
It's gorgeous.
So
And
it's
this is something
gorgeous.
like, as a kid, I used to have these wooden train sets by a company called Brio, I think it was.
Yeah, this isn't Brio, this is a different company, but the tracks are all interchangeable. So I just love it because it's got all those iconic London landmarks in.
Well, look,
you know.
they're up here.
Yeah,
and so
indeed,
we've got,
I do.
it looks like an Elizabeth line train. There's a tube train there. Look at this. I mean, it's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And the thing I love about this as well, and is that you can literally be a fan of trains at any age.
Yes, indeed.
Start them early. Talk to start them early.
Indeed. Well, we've also got a new train set in this year, which I'll take you around here today.
Let's have a look.
This this one is motorised and the actual underground, so it's really, really lovely. It's the first year into the shop, so you can have it actually working. And I think Sam's got some plans for this Christmas.
What I think is utterly hilarious, Sam, our very big boss man and your boss man as well, is going to have a train set on his Christmas dinner table this year.
It's
And
such an inspiring idea.
I think it's brilliant. What he's going to do is he's going to put his salt and pepper on one of the carriages, and it's going to go round the table
Do you know
all
what?
Christmas.
I think I'm going to do that too.
I think we
all
should all do.
Start a
all
new
do it.
tradition.
All do it. And it's not just trains, is it? Because you've got the London, I mean, all of these iconic London vehicles. You've got taxis, you've got buses.
Definitely. We've got a lot. So whatever you need for your transport toy needs, we've got them. So yeah. But these have been in the range for a very long time. Die-cast toys still as popular as they're ever been, but bringing in new things all of the time. So yeah.
There's one other thing as well, and there's actually some people looking at it just now. If we just spin around here, you can see that, you know, when you're on a building site or anything like that, you have to use high visibility vests. Well, let's once again start them young, because these youngsters can be wearing these from at the age of about 2. I mean, they are teeny tiny, and look, future engineer. I absolutely love it. We are like the shopping channels today, aren't we?
We are.
This is amazing. We'd like to find out what you're doing as well, and let's head to the Nuremberg Communications Museum. Now, the museum's locked down, the city is locked down in many ways, which in itself presents its own challenges. But what they've done is they provided us with a coach ride through their city. Well, we've been expecting you. You join us in Moquette Heaven, and actually there's an important point on that, because the film we just saw, it's a reflection really of a city and indeed a museum that can't do what it wants to do at the moment. And I think for so many people, we've all felt like that. We've had our wings clipped in a way nobody would have ever imagined. It's been the same here. The museums broadly, but certainly this one, have had to kind of make something out of nothing, haven't they, during this time?
Yeah, we've had to rise to adversity, really, and museums that understand what their audiences want, who can be agile, deploy their creativity, and particularly try things, innovate and move into digital, are those that have kind of kept their flag flying when they've been closed. Colleagues in Germany are closed at the moment. We were closed for all but 10 weeks, of last year. It was really important to do things that just keep the museum flag flying We found, having done that, visitors have come back in, in great numbers this Christmas, despite the current uncertainties and the current restrictions. So agility, creativity, and a bit of just get on with it.
Yeah. Keep calm and carry on. And the interesting thing about it, two things from what you said that really struck me. First of all, when something is taken away from you, the first thing you want to do is run towards it when it's open again. I think that's what's happening with museums. People are flocking to this place. I'm looking around, and this is, we're in school term. There are still lots and lots of children with their parents coming to see this place. But also digital. Museums, I don't think, in my mind's eye, I've not really worked in museums for a very long time. I worked in the media as a radio journalist for a long time. But what struck me about all of this was that the agility and deftness to be able to move towards digital very, very quickly is what so many museums have done. You've done it here, and I'm sure there are many watching who've done the same. Digital suddenly has become the thing to do.
Yeah, the reason we've done these webinars for museums across Europe is to just demonstrate the important things to do is to do something. It doesn't have to be perfect, but be polished and utterly professional. Perfection is sometimes the enemy of just good, and we've just tried to do good and stay alive this year.
Fantastic. We'll come back to you at the very end of this, but you are finding us in moquette heaven. Moquette is the French word for carpet, and it is a seat fabric that is used on a great many public transport modes in this country and around the world. Most of these have a story for most people, I would say, and Laura, Queen of Shops, is with me still. This is my favourite bit of the shop, if I'm honest with you, because if I look at all of these different patterns, they all have a significance. For instance, we have this one. This is Straub, and this is designed by Marianne Straub. And this is the seat fabric that was on the tube trains of the very first crush I had. This one is District or Misha Black, and this is the design of the buses that I used to go on to see my grandma. All of these have got such significance, haven't they?
So much history, and actually this one, which is the District line, sells so well, and I think it's got a good retroness to it that people just want to see in their homes now. And also we've got more modern ones. So this is Bakerloom Barman. This is our third best-selling moquette. I think you can see it on the network. It's obviously got some amazing detailing in here. You can actually see the London Eye, which is totally fabulous. And they've all got history. They've all got a story. And we sell many things in them, including cushions, furniture, wash bags, you name it. If we can make it from a cat, we will.
And I love all of that about it. There's actually, in this design, it's got 4 London landmarks within it. This is what fascinates me. This one is on the Northern Jubilee line. It's got the Bakerloo, it's got a Piccadilly line version. It's so cool. These are all lines on the London Underground system in case you've never been to London. But you've got so many other designs here that are symbolic of history and today.
And of course, we use those designs on other items. And under the tree, I think there's something that might interest you.
Wow, let's have a look at it. And of course, look at this, a sofa.
Yes.
That is effectively London bus fabric.
I know, isn't it? Just
lay here, These are so beautiful, and I'm just loving everything about it. But as you say, you spin the designs, don't you?
Yeah.
To make something else, and socks in a box. These are great.
I think this is, the ultimate Christmas gift. It's a great price point, all those lovely designs. And yeah, they just sell so well for us.
I absolutely love it. One other thing that you're thinking of, by the way, it's my Barman again. It's there.
Yeah. In the other colourway.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Love it. Now, one of the other places we go is Finland, because we immediately think of Finland, we think of Father Christmas, we think of letters to Father Christmas. The Finnish Postal Museum has come up with the most beautiful video. Have a look at this.
Warm greetings from the Finnish Postal Museum. December is an exciting and busy time of the year. We are all anxiously waiting for Father Christmas, Santa Claus, or joulupukki, as we call him here in Finland, where he actually lives, as you all know. He receives about 500,000 letters from children from all over the world every year. The main archives of Father Christmas are taken care by the National Archives of Finland in Oulu, but also the Finnish Postal Museum has boxes and boxes of letters sent to Father Christmas from children all over the world, and also other related material. During this waiting season, little Christmas miracles can happen. We would like to share one true story, one little miracle with you. It was early December in 1948, just a few years after the Second World War. A young father, postman Sven Glad, sorted incoming mail in the post office in Helsinki. It was the busiest time of the year, as it still is for the post. Sven was working very long hours. In the middle of all this hurry, his supervisor came to him and handed him a letter, which came from England. The letter was addressed to Father Christmas in northern Finland. Since there was no actual addressee, Sven thought for a moment and decided to open the letter. It was a very modest wish list and Christmas wishes to Father Christmas sent by 2 children living in London. Sven thought for another moment and decided to surprise these kids and send them postcards. He also told that Father Christmas actually lives in Finland and is called joulupukki in Finnish. In few weeks, the supervisor came to Sven again a letter in his hand. This time the letter actually was addressed to joulupukki, written in Finnish. It turned out that the letter was from the father of the children Sven had sent postcards to. And so this way began the long correspondence between the family living in London and with Sven. They became very close and kept in touch for decades, and even visited each other several times. This little story reminds us where little things we do each other can lead to. So let's be nice together and surprise each other during this holiday season. Nowadays, Father Christmas is more organized than 70-something years ago and has his main post office in Polar Circle near the city of Rovaniemi, Lapland in northern Finland. He receives about 500,000 letters every year. Some of the letters may even have the Tampere Christmas stamp on them, which is a tradition created by the Finnish Postal Museum. The annual design competition has been arranged with a local newspaper since 2017. And this year, the stamp looks like this.
So, dear IATM family and all the colleagues around the globe, we are sending Christmas greetings and stamping them with a brand new tramway stamp. We got our new tramway this year in Tampere and we're so proud of it, and we are expecting also Santa Claus arriving by tramway this year. Okay, now I'm going to mail this letter to Sam Mullins to London. Hey, Merry Christmas to everyone. See you next year.
I love that. You know, I don't know about you, but I always sent a letter to Father Christmas every year.
Yes.
And I'm now 44, which is quite embarrassing. Must just say thank you very much to Suvi Yali, who's head of exhibitions, and to Kimma Antilla, who's the CEO and the museum director. Beautiful, beautiful film. I think it just warms the cockles of your heart, doesn't it? Hearing about people who send those letters to Santa and get a reply. How cool is that? We're at the Christmas tree here at the London Transport Museum shop, still with Laura, Queen of Shops. You have in your hand the ultimate Christmas sock collection.
Yes, we do indeed. Launched this year, £80. Did we think it could sell? We weren't sure, but we sold out online. So I'm afraid that you won't be able to buy this anywhere from where you're watching. But if you can make it to London, then you will be able to.
So I'll just take those off you. Thank you very much. Now we've got an amazing tree here, again, with And the reason I wanted to come and see this is just because of the, obviously a child desperately buying the socks over there. The roundel, the symbol of the London transport system, which is known all around the world now.
Yes.
And you've turned those into Christmas decorations.
Yeah, we have for the past few years, and they do sell really well. We do mirrored ones, wooden ones, little red ones. But yeah, they sell really well. The roundel is obviously the one of the most iconic.
It's a symbol of London, isn't it? But not just a transport, London itself.
Yeah, definitely. Very well recognized. And of course, our fair trade bauble.
That's nice. It's even got the roundel on there.
Indeed.
Oh, I love that.
And that's based on a pattern from one of our archive posters. We've just taken an element of that and then put it onto a bauble, which is really lovely.
Okay, when I finish this, I'm going to buy one of those because I think it's absolutely beautiful. I really, really love it. And of course, the Christmas socks as well. We got socks on it. I wonder if it's just in the UK that we're so obsessed with socks at Christmas.
It's just a big thing at Christmas. And the other day, I actually recommended somebody buy my partner some socks. So it must be, I know, maybe it must be an English thing.
It's just bizarre. Now, actually, I love that one.
Yeah,
mirror.
the mirror.
That's beautiful.
The mirror
I love that. Isn't that gorgeous? Just look at myself there. My goodness, I'm getting old. One of the things that I love about Christmas is the madness of it. And the Frankfurt Postal Museum has come to our aid because on your Christmas list, did you ever have a blow-up Santa in it?
No comment.
Yeah. So, Frankfurt Postal Museum, thank you for this. You're going to see this twice because the first time you'll be amazed, the second time you'll be entertained. He's got his quill in his hand, and then the air gets switched on. Have a look at this.
Well, thank you all very much. That's Christmas in Covent Garden at the moment. A slightly wet morning. Thanks to Alex Grundon for presenting our show, and to my colleague Laura, and to friends from across Europe, from Lucerne to Tampere to Nuremberg to Frankfurt. And I've just had my first Christmas card from the no, it's a different one. This is from the Polish Postal Museum.
Lovely.
So I'm getting a lot of
You
little cards this year. Yeah. Look, thank you very much. Our next webinar for IATM is going to look at decarbonising museums on the 27th of January. But for now, we want you all to stay safe, to stay agile, to stay in the digital world, and be really creative for Christmas. Enjoy your break, and let's hope we get better year in 2022 for all we do, and can be back opening, doing what we do best, inspiring people through our museums and through the story of transport and communications across Europe. Thank you all very much.
And we leave you in the capable hands of the Papini sisters. Merry Christmas, have yourself a great day, and stay safe.
Hi, we're the Papini sisters.
It's time to plan your family Christmas day out at London Transport Museum, with the museum's winter festivities kicking off on Saturday the 4th of December.
With a full stocking's worth of family fun on offer, including brand new interactive game, Fix Santa's Sleigh! The chance to meet Santa and his elf in a magical winter garden, plus a festive trail around the museum galleries with weekly prizes up for grabs. This is a special day out, not to be missed, ladies.
The museum is also running seasonal evening after dark events for adults, the perfect opportunity to catch up with your mates before Christmas, with activities including quizzes and scavenger hunts. Make sure to snap up your tickets on the museum's website today.